Hi everyone. Hi there. Let me just look back. Hey Melody. Hi Ashley. Hey, hi Lay. How are you doing? Hi Sean and Taryn. Hi everyone. Welcome. I think I'm having some internet issues, so I hope it's okay with you. Bear with me today. I think there's some connection issues. Hi Natalie. Hey Vicky. Hi everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Hi Kelly. Hey Zoe. Hey beautifuls. How are you all doing? So you can see by the title what we're going to be up to today. Hi Tanya. Hey Adri. Hey everyone coming on in. I'm about 5 minutes early. Hey Pat. Hey Charlotte. Good afternoon everyone. You do see some Lumies. I've got my Lumies out there. I've actually got my cards prepared today instead of sorting through them. So I've got the one because we started on her skin, didn't we? Hey, Bunny. Hi, Ray. Hi, Sue. So good to see you. Hey, Becky. Oh, that's okay. Hey, Connie. Oh, hi, everyone. Hey, Heather and Pamela. What you eating? Heather, what you eating? Bo. How are you doing? How's the little one? Hi, everyone. Oh, wow. It's so good to see you all. Okay, so I'm just going to move a couple of these bits because you know what we're using. We are also using some Copics. Hey, Crafty Gal. I'm good. How are you? Good. Bye. I'm glad. So good to see you. Are you still colouring? Hey, Z. I know. We had to come back to this one today, and then we'll come back to even rib on the next one. If there's anything for me, stick it in caps, but I did catch that one. Zoe, is there a schedule for an All Colours Go Live on YouTube? Yeah, there is, although it's a guideline. So you don't have to stick to it by rule. It's just there as a guideline for subscribers. So if you go over to a channel called April Sarah, let me point you in the direction. Bear with me. Sorry, everyone, I'm just not seeing people coming in for 1 minute. I'm just going to get April Sarah's channel, and she's got it linked. So, April, sorry, link. Bear with me, sweeties. Okay, so let me copy that one and paste. Hey, Pickle. Oh, the dyno's not going any further than what it's been. But I am enjoying it. I've had no mojo. It packed up and left me for a little while, but you know, we all go through that. Okay, there is April Sarah's channel. If you go to her description, she's or even her, I think it's her about section. Go to that and you'll see a Google document. Yeah, there you go. It's a colour master list. I don't know if the link, if I put it in, if it'll work. Probably not, know me. So it's just a guideline. It's not cemented. It's not set in stone. You know, some people do go out of the times that's put down. There's more people to it. Hey, everyone. Try that one. Okay, anyone I missed? Hey, Sarah. Hi, everyone coming on in. Okay, so today we're going to continue with Nocturnes. If you hear any bashing in the background, that's Andrew taking his aggression out on a chicken breast. Hey, Randy. So we were up to, and we've not done the skin, we just started putting in shadows. So we were here, weren't we? And I haven't done it further on this, so we are going to just do this in small stages today. Hey, Laura. So we've only just started planning this skin out. We haven't actually done anything to it. We just started, I think we put 2 colours down. I just put my bookmark in there, this one, just so I know where I was. Hey, Jo Beth. Hey, everyone coming on in. Gosh, there's so many faces. Hey, it's so good to see you. But before I do that, I have a little Happy Mail package, and I know who it's from. It's from Christine, CL Aldridge Art. So I've not opened it yet, as you can see. So we're going to open it and we're going to see how this works. Okay, so it's a little box like that. You're thinking, what is that? Okay, so let's read it. So it's Sam. I hope that you find this as useful as I do. Sometimes it's the simple things like this that turn into the most amazing tools on our desks. From Christine CL Aldridge Art. So Christine, thank you so much. We're going to have a little quick look at this now. And oh, let's move that. Okay. Oh, it looks like a little trinket. Right. So what this is, you know, we were doing, I'll show you. You know, we were doing the even rib. So we're in here, aren't we, as well? Like this one. Let me turn the lighting down a second. And we were trying to see the detail. It's to help, like, there you go. It's so you can see the stitching effect. Like there, you know, we put them in, is so you can see it. So if we pull it up a little bit closer, look, you can see the detail. It's amazing, isn't it? It's like a new tool. Look, and you can see the, look, you can see the eyes up close. Oh, we'll go up that way. It's so I can show you. I love it so much. Hiya, Lulu. I love it. You can also try Streamlabs, Zoe. There are, isn't it amazing? It's so handy for you subbies as well. It's amazing. So thank you so much. Look, we can go. Woo-hoo! Look, you can see the crackage. You can see the crackage. It's amazing. Oh my goodness. Wait, let's even try this. Look, we can even bring, look. Oh, watch. It's incredible. And then if you ever get a little bit dirty, it's got a little microfiber cloth. Yeah, Pickle, that's right. It's Streamlabs, isn't it? It's incredible. Oh my goodness. So if I'm ever saying to you, look at this and you can't see it. So yeah, you can even see all the crackage going on and the little stitchage and you know what we've got. So you can see things up close. You can also see my faults. So what an amazing gift, and that's so handy. Thank you so much. I will put everything in the description. I've still got to do from my last one as well. But we can even see if it works on here. Look. So we're coming up to his little, look, you can see all the fur detail. Isn't that, oh, look, you can see his eyes. Isn't that, look. He needs one of those chains. No, I don't. No, I use a webcam, a Logitech. Isn't it great? It's called a, yeah. I'll give you the, I think it's, one second, let me tell you the exact name. I know, right? It's so good. Hold on, I'll tell you the exact name of it as well. So it's listed on Amazon. Hold on. I lose my head if it wasn't screwed on to me, you know. Oh my goodness. Okay. It is called a optical acrylic portable paperweight magnifier, and the make of it, let me tell you here, is, hi Anna, hold on, I'm just going to bring you forward a sec. It's the make on Amazon is BIGIA, and it's a 50, sorry, just bear with me everybody, 50 mm optical, I'll put the optical acrylic portable magnifier. the name of this one? All right, that's okay. You lurk away. And hi, Gary. Okay, there you go. All right. So isn't that amazing? So we can see. And we'll be able to see all the faults that I do now. It's going to be like, woohoo. We'll just zone in on it. It's like, I see you. So I'm going to bring you down a little bit. Hold on. Oh. It's like, do. Hold on. Let's get you right. So you're all good in the screen. Hi, everyone coming on in. I hope you're all well. Hey, Suze. Hey, Katrina. Hi, everyone. It's so good to see you all and joining me today. All right. So I think we only got to one color or something. That's amazing. I'm going to use that more often so I can show you the detail. That is going to stay with the cart that we use. So yeah, we're going to do that. So thanks so much. If she comes in, let her know that I have showed it at the beginning so she can watch this back. Everyone coming in that I have not seen you personally, thanks for coming and joining us, and I hope you have a good afternoon or morning with us wherever you are in the world. It is now 4 in the afternoon for me, so you're spending your afternoon with me. Okay, so with her skin, I started with a mix. I think we've only used Lumis so far. So I've picked out Lumis and Prismas, and we're also using just a light base of Copics, and we're also going to go for some Copics on her top. But for now, we're going to just continue trying to do the skin, and I really am going to take my time. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, everyone coming. Good to see you all. Okay, let's make sure that's all clamped. And it's probably going to be a 2-hour stream today rather than my 4-hour that I regretted the next day. I didn't regret doing it. I regretted my back not liking it, but I had such a good time. And not just that, I wanted to thank you all again for last stream. You overwhelmed the life out of me. I didn't quite know what to do with myself. So thank you so much. I had so much love last stream, and I'm telling you, it's right back in the hundreds. So thank you. Right, so let's get on. So I think what I wanted to do was start putting in a light layer of a lighter colour for now. So I might go with burnt ochre 10%. And then we're going to start building up in layers as I generally do. Vicky, your picture is stunning. Your forest scale one. Stunning. So I'm going to have a clip up there so we got it on the screen. All right. So let's go for my little guy here and make sure I've got everything I need. Thank you, Suze. I was just showing that with the magnifier. You know, the detailing. Hi, Mum. The detailing, we can see it now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just going very lightly now. Is your screen's okay? Is your screen's good? Is it clear on your end? I don't know if the brightness is that. Should I turn it down a little bit? Is that good? Is that good? I think that'd be all right. If it gets any shadows or you need to turn the lightness up, I will do. But if it's okay on your screens, hi, Shalene. Then I'm going to just continue. Now, what I've realised with this paper is nice light layers is the way forward for me. I've not had much luck with pencils on this paper, so we're just going to build up. Good. So how are you all? And remember, if there's anything for me, for new people, just stick it in caps. And we're all here to support everyone. If you've got any questions, I know that everyone here has got you covered. I'm not even kidding you. Everyone here has you covered. Everyone has the knowledge amongst, what do they say? 2 heads are better than 1. In this case, 60 heads are better than 1. So we've got you covered. So if there's any questions, if you are a new streamer and you have questions over which app that you would like to use, just let us know. I'm sure someone here would help you. Hey, May. It's good to see you as well. So yeah, I personally don't use any Streamlabs or anything, but I know a couple of the lovely, beautiful girls here do. So if there is any questions on any streaming apps, I know someone here has got you covered. So you can talk away about that, that's fine. So yeah, I'm just having a look at where I want to smooth out. This is going to be a bit of a build-up process, but I'm good to do that. And I am quite slow on doing skin in my own time anyway. I am using, I might as well put it in the screen for you. If I bring you along a little bit. At this moment in time, I'm using Lumies. And I hope everyone's health is as stable as can be for those of you that are struggling, and that you are happy and well. Hi, Eliza. Is it Liza, not Lisa? So I go very, very lightly. I'm not as light-handed as Laura's super light-handed, and that's why her pencils last her forever. I'm a little bit more heavier than Laura, but still light-handed enough. I mean, I've had this first Luminance set for a long time. I am getting down to the end now. Look, but never fear, I have a backup, so it's all okay. Good, Liza. I love Liza. What a beautiful name. So small circular motions. I'm just going in and building up. So we're going to build up over a bit of time. So this isn't anywhere near done. We've only done one shadow layer. And we'll just keep going on that and see how we get on. We need to finish Mr. Wolf, but I'm going to do her today. I'm going to finish her up today. Next stream we'll go back to Even Rib. I've got a million ideas swimming in my head for that. Connie, are you streaming today, my love? And if you are, what are you doing? So if you are new to streams as well, there are many other streamers here. Throw your hearts up, guys. Throw your hearts up. Zoe, this is from Etsy. I have the link. If you go back to my other Wolf stream, the link's in there for the book. So that if you go back on my channel, just pop into one of the streams where we're using this book, and you'll find even the Pirate Girl, you'll find it in there. Thank you so much. You are streaming, good. The full set, I've got the full set, but you can buy them in singles. That's why I put them at the top. So if you are new to Lumies and you didn't want to invest in the full set yet, and you wanted to get a couple, and you just wanted to follow along even on a colour along, that's why I stick them at the top, so you can follow along and just buy singles rather than the full set. If you can afford the full set, I would strongly suggest it. I mean, I generally just top up on them anyway, you know, when I'm running low, or I want doubles of certain colours that I seem to use the most, I'll get them. So yeah, throw them up. Throw them up, throw up your channels. Let people know. We've got lots of lovely ladies here that stream. Not just stream, they put content on their channels with small tutorials or flip throughs or reviews, live streams. There's lots of people in the community here that you can head on over to, show some support to. You know, we are our own worst enemies anyway, Pickle. We are. I love your colouring. I've always told you that. And I'm lucky and fortunate enough to have your Dobby in my book. I love it. I know, Bo, but that's how they are. That's how much they genuinely cost to ship overseas. Laura was talking about that in her stream earlier. You know, it is the post office and not the actual artist that is charging that amount. It's how much it is. Welcome back, Heather. Heather's got a channel as well, if you didn't know. So look these ladies up. There are guys and girls that do stream. and you generally see faces from one stream to the next. We call them, what do we call? We call each other a herd. We are a herd of people. We go like a herd of animals over. It's like one follows the other. It's just so funny. I think it was May on the stream of FORE that said, we just follow each other. It's so true. Oh gosh, you gotta laugh. But it's because we support each other, that's all. Hey, Starbuck. It's so good to see you. Anyone that's coming in I've missed, hi. Hi, Bridget. Oh, you're here from a lunch break. And thank you, Shalene. I just saw that. We are going to eventually build it up. It will be one of those things. Now, it is I'm fine. I've got subscribers around the world. I just don't always understand if things are not written in English. So I do apologise. Don't think I'm ignoring you. I haven't got Google Translator while I'm streaming. I can do that when I'm sitting at a chat, but I can't do that whilst I'm streaming. But you're welcome here. Don't feel that you're, you know, you can't chat. It's just that I can't understand. That's all. Hey, Daria. So, yeah, and I'm missing my Honor streams. Honor's not been too well, so everyone shows some get well wishes towards our Honor. She hasn't been able to stream for the past good few weeks now. And, yeah, just get better. But we do miss you on Friday. And we've got Vicky, who streams. Got loads of streamers here. And Shalene is back. Shalene, it's so good to see you. I've still got to watch Mad Libs one back. And I've got a couple of streams to catch up on. I've watched May's from Sunday. And a little dormouse. Is it Dormouse? On the wheat. I watched that one back about your watercolor. I love your watercolor streams. I watched Pat's back this morning. I think that was your haul and your little mouse. Everyone's doing mice at the moment. It must be a we are like a herd of sheep. Celia, you're so right. Oh gosh, it makes me laugh every time. Yeah, you'll get there again, but you need to just rest and look after yourself. Hi, Senka. So as you can see, it just builds up. If I turn the lighting down, you'll see the depth of colour. I don't know why it flashes it out. Can you see that? That's the kind of colour that we're building up. But I like to put it a bit higher, otherwise you get a shadow. So everything's always slightly washed out, so bear that in mind as well. What do I say? Vicky, is it to spend? I don't even want to know. What do I use? So I do. Yeah, yes, you deserve it. Hi, Leah. I don't even want to know what I say sometimes because I'm like, do I influence too much? Do I tell people to spend their money too much? But on the other hand, I don't feel pressured anyone to have, you know, things are just there. The streamers might have things, but they stream with them. It's not a pressure game. You buy what you want in your own leisure. But yeah, you only live once. Enjoy yourselves. Live in the moment. Just don't put yourself in debt. Pay your bills. Take care, Lulu. Thanks for coming. Have a good day, darling. Yeah, I do make myself laugh sometimes because people come back to me and they said, "Oh, you, my husband wasn't happy I spent that because you said it," and I was like, "I'm sorry." Yeah, you deserve it. It's a good motto in life. We go through enough. whether it's you got work, whether you got pain, whether you got anything, you know, struggles of any kind, if it's not gonna hurt, then you deserve it. Why not? I tell Andrew that. I deserve it, Andrew, and he just looks at me and I'm like, no. I don't spend too much, I don't, because bills are first, but you know, it does make me laugh. Mum, get off Amazon. My mum's the worst now that she looks on Amazon and she's like, Sam, buy me whatever it might be. I'm like, yes, Mum, I'll put the money. Sam, yeah, buy me this one. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's next? It doesn't hurt, no. Vicky, how's the hair dryers? You cracked me up. So if you've not been over to colour with Vicky, do go over there. She's brilliant, but she's funny. She's gone through 2 heat guns and a hair. She's on a hairdryer now, and I couldn't stop laughing at it because she's broke. He's just doing a toilet, so she broke the toilet in her house with a Yankee candle, and I mean demolished it. Now she's broken 2 heat guns in a week. I couldn't stop laughing. Oh, it was funny. So, these girls are a hoot. If you are new and you're getting to know us all, you've come to such a big family. It's amazing. Everyone's a great hoot. Okay, so she is getting right. Before I start, I need to build up some colours now. I know, May. I know. She cracked me up. Oh my gosh, I couldn't stop laughing. I was sitting here in hysterics, and someone must have thought I burst a blood vessel. I was laughing that much. Okay, I'm going to put a bit of burnt sienna, which is a bit pinky-fied, but where I'm going to go is towards the cheeks. And I'm just going to build the colour up very lightly. So it is a pinky colour, but it's not too bad. Hi, Alana. So remember, if there's anything for me, just stick it in capital letters, otherwise I don't see it. But otherwise, you know, people talk amongst themselves without the caps on. For me, catching my attention, any questions, if anything, it doesn't matter what, stick it in caps and I should catch it. And if Melody, your sister Sue, Sue, you're still here, you're going to pick up your watercolours. I'm so happy to hear that. I absolutely love them, and I'm going to start my mum's painting tomorrow, a lion painting in watercolour. Yes, you deserve them. Tell yourself that. There's that GIF and it says treat yourself, and I keep putting that to Andrew. He did buy me an art book. Do you want to see that in a minute? So there's another artist that I adore, a watercolour artist. I don't know if any of you have heard of them. They're called Iraville, I-R-A-V-I-L-L-E. And they're a watercolour artist. They do landscapes, they do portraits, they do... It's a lady. She lives in Munich, Germany. Instagram, go onto Instagram and just see Iraville. She's amazing, honestly. And she's got an art book. Hold on, let me put the Iraville. So that's the name of the artist. She's incredible. And you get a lot of inspiration. Now, she gives you some really good tips and advice as well. She says, like, don't compare, don't copy, you'll find your own style. And that's with anything, you know. So you can get inspiration from people, and you can, this is if you know, starting out and trying to find your own art style. And it's so true, because we do compare a lot to other people, and why does mine not look like that person's, or why isn't mine coming along quickly? But it's a patient journey. It's not going to happen overnight. And I was reading through that a little bit before I came on. I've still got to read through it properly. Okay, so I'm just putting a little bit more down. So I don't know if it's going to show. Let me see. Can you see that? Can you see with the... Oh, you know what we need? This is going to come in so handy. Can you see the difference of the shading? So if you're going from this side here, it goes, there's a lighter middle. You got a darker build up around the eye. Yeah. So, oh, they're a gorgeous media. Well, the ones that I'm using in my art class are the Cotmans, and I think they're an amazing starter kit. So, just 2 seconds, everyone. Let me just show you. So, the Winsor & Newton Cotmans, I was very fortunate. Melody's such a sweetheart. And, oops, this is the colours. Right, you get 45 hands. And hey, take care, May. And I think May uses her Cotmans all the time. And this is what they look like. And they are incredible. I've been using these to learn with. And a lot of the art classes are the Winsor & Newton Cotmans. They're so amazing. And they're reasonable. They are not breaking. They're £35 to £38. And that is what you get in the entire set. And from that, you can mix up the most crazy amount of colours. Yeah, they're great. They're just amazing. And I know May use the Cotmans a lot as well. So if you wanted to start out, get these. And a lot of colours can be made and mixed from £45. That's £45. The only downside is you get 2 ivory blacks and 2 Chinese whites. But forget that, you know, that you mix them in. My favourite colours so far are the Hooker's Green Light, the Sap Green. I mix in some Payne's Grey with those, and I also mix in a lot of burnt umber and raw umber into my greens. And the reds are gorgeous as well. They're just an amazing set. So yeah, of course I will. I will link them. I'll link everything. Just I will do it before because we're going to have to pop out. But yeah, I'll put everything. But the Winsor & Newton Cotmans, they're the set that I would recommend, and they're what a lot of art classes use. Yeah, they're great. They're amazing. So if I could recommend any, I'd say those. And then you can mix in other sets. The Paul Rubens are great. What else? And the Neos. Oh, I have to look that up. Is it Crayola Simpkins? Hey, Amanda. Hi, everyone coming on in. Okay, when I was showing those, 10 people were like, I'm out of here. Oh, gosh. Quite a lot of places. Gansai Tanbai, they're good. They're not as pigmented. They're more like if you want the pearlescence. But if you want to ask me what the great metallic paints are, I'd say the Coliro paints are, and the Paul Rubens are more of a shine, but you mix them in more with things. So it's, you know, it's finding your way. I can say these ones are what I would use, or these ones are what I'm learning with, but you'll find your own way as well. But if the Neos are just as good, you can mix them on a board. So it's entirely up to you how you want to do it. But the Neos are just as pigmented. So Neos on a board built up, mix them in or mix in well. You can do a lot with them. But I love the Cotmans. You can get a travel tin as well, a little travel one, which is like £12. You can buy smaller, 30 something. I can't remember the amount, but you can get like a 32 or something set, or a 36, and then you can get the £45. So there's so much choice out there. Okay, so I'm building up ever so slightly on the 862 just to give her a bit of definition. No, that's okay, Suze. I always get worried if people are, you know, away because of health, but as long as you're okay. That's okay. Take care, Charlotte. Thanks for popping on by, and I'll speak to you soon. Okay. I quite like that colour in there. So these are the Luminance so far. Yes, I do, Amanda, big time. Big time. I've babbled on about it so much, I'm not going to do it anymore. But yeah, I have a lot of trouble. But yeah. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Danny. Good morning. I know you're at the morning where you are. Okay, so I'm going to go for 832, which is the brown ochre 10%, and I'm just going to come into the lighter areas. Now, this has a slight yellowy tint to it, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. What I'm finding with this paper, though, is it does blotch, but you've got to have a super light hand and keep going with it. Don't build up too much because it will go wax blotchy blooms, but I'm just going so light on this, and it's kind of working for me at the moment. It's hard to, it is really trial and error, isn't it? Eliza, hold on, this is just a bunch of emojis. Is everything okay? It's not light, it's Liza Eja. I know, too many emojis. What one is it? Is it scary? Is it clown-like? I'm looking at them like, I can't quite work that one out. There's like down faces, ghost faces, and clown faces. I'm kind of trying to sort of work that one out. Usually you can, can't you? But I can't quite work that one out. Okay. So I'm quite liking how she's coming out so far. I do need to sort of put a little bit more definition and stuff in her, but I'm kind of just working it slowly. And I think if you're going to do this page, if you're going to do it with pencils and not Copics, you kind of have to do the same, because I know a lot of people do tell me and report back that, you know, they're having a big struggle. There's a new Clara Markova one. No, not you, Liza, the other Liza. Liza Eja? E-J-A. No, you're all right, Liza. You're not confusing me with a load of emojis. Oh, new ones. There's an Autumn Mandalas book by... Oh, what's the name of them? Hi, Karen. Let me tell you. There's another... What's the name of it? I can't blooming remember. My mind is so mush. I can tell you that. Camellia Angel Cova. There's a nice autumn book come out. Oh, I can't think. I don't think there's many at the moment. You've got World Within Worlds coming up from Kirby. That's the one. Sherry Ann Baldy. She has quite seasonal books most of the year round, doesn't she? She has that Batty one, I think. But the main, I think the main most anticipated one was the Clara Markova Fairy Celebrations, which is over on Etsy. That's probably one of the most anticipated ones. That's just released yesterday. That's it. Karolina Karbikowska with the autumn postcards. She's also on Etsy. That was quite cheap as well. That was completely your fault, Vicky. Oh, it's a bee one. Oh, how cute. Depends what your style is. Yeah, it's like kind of revenge, isn't it, Vicky? It's like, here you go. It's beautiful. I love autumn themed. It's my favorite time of year. Okay, really liking how her skin, if I turn that down again, you'll be able to see. I'm liking how her skin's coming along. So I am going to, continue that down, but I have to turn this up so you can see the depth of colour. Right, so I'm going to come in with a little bit of a deeper colour now. I think I'm going to come in with a, where is the card? I can never see the names on these because they go. Oh, blimey, I can't see that. 069, I think that is. 069? I think so. Yeah, that one. So it's a bit deeper, but I'm not going to go in hard with this. It's going to be super light. So this is still Luminance. I don't want to mess my page up. There we go. All right. Oh, you love mandalas. Okay, have a look because it's very autumnal. It's beautiful. And try the. They've all got animals in them. Both the autumn postcards, the autumn mandalas as well, and the Clara Markova's got some. Okay, so very lightly, I'm going to come in on a very light side note with this. Oh, I just love it so much. You know, I get so excited around this time of year because the telly's better because they start putting things on again. Because in the summer they don't, because they know everybody's out. Plus, I love the thrillers this time of year that's released book-wise. Plus, I love walking with Chip slowly outside. I don't go far. You know, my walks aren't far. They're very short. But that time of year when you just get outside the front door and get a bit of fresh air. I feel like I'm a hermit and I'm in all the time. And when I've managed to get outside for some fresh air, that crisp, where you can just put your coat on, breathe in that crisp, cool air, and look down, and you've got all those red, orange, yellow leaves on the floor, and you just crunch through them. Perfect. Yeah, I'm going to do that with my others. my old ones have kind of had it now, Be a Bright, but I definitely will on the other ones, my backup, because this is my old half set, and they're still going. You know, they're by the end now, but they're still going, and they're kind of gone now. I can't save that. I've tried, put Posca in it, I've done all the hacks and tricks, and they've all come off again. Oh, you know what I forgot to tell you? I've come up with a name. I changed it. I come up with an original one, was told what the meaning could be, and I changed it. Okay, you are, wait for it, drum roll. You are, I'm going to call you Sam's Lucky Charms. So I'm going to call you my LCs. So when I say hello to you now in here, you're going to be, hey, LCs. That is what you are, my LCs, my lucky charms. I call you my lucky charms. You are, all of you. So you're my LCs now. You know, I've never tried that. But yeah, my LCs you are. So you're all my lucky charms. Do you like it? Yeah, well, Honor, I didn't know the meaning of that. I come up with it the other day because I was saying to Honor about another one that I had, and she said, oh, God, no, you can't use that. It's got a double meaning. I was like, no way. And then I sat and I thought about it, and I thought, what describes you guys? I don't want anything too corny, too cheesy. I want it short. So I thought, LC, Lucky Charms. And you could even be TLC, which is the Lucky Charms. And it also means tender loving care, doesn't it? But no, the LCs, you are my LCs. So, well, that was a good one. I liked it. Okay, so back to, I'm just enhancing the nose ever so slightly. I'm not going to do it too much because otherwise I'm going to just ruin it. But I just need to enhance a little bit, and I will blend that out. And I find noses very difficult. I don't know about anyone else. The proportion part of it, so where to put the shadows, where to enhance certain areas. I get a little bit petrified. Oh, the other one was Friends Across the Pond, because you're all across the pond. Everyone's everywhere around the world. So it's going to be Friends Across the Pond, but abbreviation-wise, it can mean something really bad in the UK up north. So I didn't. It can, yeah. So I thought, no, because Dee Dee's got Friends in the Box. I did like Friends Across the Pond, but I didn't like the abbreviation for it. So, and then I thought, no, I like Lucky Charms. Your Lucky Charms. Oh, Karen, that's fine. I'm using, for now, a Luminance. I'll leave that there for you. I didn't necessarily need a name, but I quite like Lucky Charms. Ah, Elsie's good. I like it. It sounds good off the tongue. And it's so nice to write like the Elsie. It's just so, it's easy. Okay. So I'm now going to come in with a Prisma. And we're going to just smooth this out a little bit. Where's my other, that's it, my peach. Okay. So I'm just going to smooth out the bit that I've just done. So I mix my media. I use a couple of pencil sets and I generally like to mix. I think that they all complement each other. And what I can't find in one, I might find in another kind of thing. I need to put a deep sort of colour over there, but because that part's going to be a bit more shaded. But I think for now, I'm just kind of just going very lightly to how I'd like it to look. She is quite peachy toned, but that will be all over her. Thank you. You decided to hang out with us. Well, we're glad to have you hanging out. It's always good to have anyone over. It's funny because I was thinking, like, you know, I never thought the crowds would be above sort of 10 people, and now we can get like 100 and something on the weekend. And I'm not a nervous person, but it's crazy to think that I'm sitting there talking to so many at one go. And then I start to think, oh my gosh, what am I going to mess up? And then I think, no, I'm fine. I'm not going to worry. What's the point? What will be, will be. If I mess up, I mess up. You'll see my mistakes. It's fine. I've always said that anyway. Whatever I do live, it happens live. You can't control live TV. I'm just a normal girl, just sitting here. I make mistakes all the time. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Hiya, how are you doing? Hi, everyone coming in. It's so good to see you all. Good to see all our little faces. That sometimes I don't get to say hello to you for a couple of weeks at a time. As long as you're all well. Okay, so I'm just blending this really. So if I turn that down, can you see the depth of the skin? It just for some reason flashes it out. I might put some different colour coming in, but that will happen after. It does. It does make us human. Right, so with her face here, her eyebrows, I'm going to make them dark brown, I think. Yeah, I'm going to make them dark brown. I'm going to put in a little bit more shading with espresso. Where is that? If we find it. Or black? No, I don't want black. Oh no, what one do I want? Hold on. Right, come on, think. What one do I want? Yeah, I want espresso. Which is going to be a little bit more here. Connie, it's funny how we get in our little comfort zones, and I just think, oh my goodness, I'm talking to so many people. But I'm so happy. It's because I wasn't anticipating at all where we'd be. Not at all. And yeah, I'm so appreciative, but it's crazy when I sit there thinking about it. I'm like, oh my goodness, there's so many of you today. Like, how are you? I do try to. And it makes you human, doesn't it? You know, let's face it, we all mess up sometimes. Well, I try not to, and then I do, and then I think, oh, why did I do that? Okay, so I'm next going to go for, I'm going to go for dark umber. Let's find it first. Hold on. Let's find dark umber. So, or dark brown. Should we go dark brown or dark umber? Or sepia. No, I'm going to go first dark brown, like I said, didn't I? I said dark brown. The dark brown is going to be for her eyebrows. And when you're doing eyebrows, oh, you're so sweet, everyone. I'm like, you've joined me so many times. And I always say to you, you've all got lives and you all come spending time with me. Okay, so I'm going to go for dark brown. This is Prismacolor. So when you're approaching, I wonder if it will happen if I do it, hover it. No, it won't. I will after. I'll put it on there. Okay, so when you're approaching eyebrows and you want it to look realistic, even if you didn't have the lines there, just think of your own eyebrows or get a reference picture. You've always got some like small ones that you'll see at the very beginning. Very small strokes, just follow in little sections along. Go with the line, not against. And just keep with the pattern of it. Now you can build on it a few times because otherwise it's going to be patchy and your eyebrows are not patchy, I don't think. So just keep going with it, but keep with that pattern so you don't lose it, right? So her ones she's given her in the illustration are quite expressive and quite thick. Some of them, like the jasmine ones, are very thin. The thin ones are easy to do because you just fill them out and you just give a little bit of hair at the end. But when you come into these kinds of eyebrows, keep with a realistic tone and feel of them so that you've got a look of how you would look at if you were looking at a photograph. Oh my gosh, pickle. Yeah, mine have always been very thin, and I don't very rarely pluck mine. But mine were always very fair blonde eyebrows, though. I haven't had to maintain them like some people have to. But I'd love thicker eye, but then we all want things that we haven't got. So let's move on from that. We all criticize, but it's keeping within her. See, can you see the little individual strokes? I love this. So when you're doing something, you want to keep it as realistic as possible. And it's the same with that side. I've kept with the realistic strokes of each part. This is amazing. I'm loving this. Okay. Take care, Vicky. Thanks for popping in. I'll see you later. So just keep with the tiny fine detail. Now, just with the same one, which is dark brown in the Prismacolors, I'm just going to come in at a light angle. And I'm just going to shade slightly because she's got a little bit of a darker shadow on this side. So very, very lightly, and I'm barely touching. I'm going to build it up a little bit because she's against. So I'm just with these hairs. Hold on. So we've got sort of. I'm going to put a couple of stray hairs coming down. There we go. She's got a bit more of a shadow this side because she's up against the wolf. So you can kind of just build it up a little bit. You don't want to do too much. Just it makes it stand out a little bit. So if you're approaching anything like that, you're kind of looking at where the light source will come from or where she might have a shadow, where she's against the wolf. So she'll probably have a little bit more of a shading on that side. Same with like underneath here. So you won't have a huge one, otherwise it's just going to look dirty, but you'd have a little bit. I'm just going to use the dark brown to do that. I think we've all got so many criticisms about ourselves. We really need to stop, don't we? Like, let's face it. Okay, and now I'm going to get my. Where is it? I can never find something when I'm looking for it. But yeah, I saw it a minute ago. Strange. Where has it gone? Bethan, how are you doing? So good to see you. Everyone's eating their dinners. I'm jealous. I'm jelly bum over that. Okay, so I'm going to get black. Andrew's eating his dinner as well in the other room. Oh, mine's already made. My mum made me some shepherd's pie. So I had it yesterday and I got it again today. Homemade mother's cooking. Can't beat it because I have not lived at home in many years, and when mum makes dinner I'm like, can I have it? You can't beat it. Not mum. You put your request in with your mum, don't you? I can cook. I cook all the time with Andrew, but he is not. I try and teach him a little bit. I'm like, what to do. He's all right. He just can't do many dishes, but you know, I'm not going to complain. I can't find the black. Take care, Suze. It was so good to see you. Okay, I'm not even going to look for black. I'm going to just tell you it because I'm not going to just keep going through it. Okay, so we need black. So I'm just going to go through the eyelashes, and I'm not going to do this with pen. I'm going to do it lightly with pencil to make it sort of stand out again. I would suggest doing it with pencil just because it's a soft piece. Like, pencils are soft, and if you go in with then a fine line or a marker, you can make them stand out too much and it looks false. Whereas if you do them with pencil like that, you can make them look much more realistic. Much more. So it's definitely worth, I think, if you're doing a pencil piece which has got a very soft pencil look, stick with the pencils. I do see people use fine liners, and that is fine. You're not doing anything wrong. I just think it stands out too much, well, in my experience. And I much prefer the result of having a soft pencil look as opposed to fine liners. Okay, so I've just got black. I'm just going just a touch, just to make it stand out a bit more, especially underneath here. And then I'm going to move on a little bit, otherwise we're not going to get much done. And the nostrils, I'm not pressing heavy. I've got to do her lips as well. Okay, so let's go for the underneath here. It's like a dip. And the same with underneath her lips there. Can you see that? It's kind of just brought it out. So if I turn that down, it's a new toy that was Happy Mailed by Christine. C.L. Aldridge. Look, you can see everything up close then. Can you see like the graduation of colour? You go up, there's like a graduation of like light to dark. So if I bring that up, you can see, hopefully, it's kind of like faded down and out. Hold on, I'm trying to do it so that you can see it without it. For some bizarre reason, it really wants to flash it out how much colour I've actually got on the page. And that's not cool. Not cool at all. Let me try and get it so you can see it a little bit more. Bear with me. Oh, no. There we go. I hope it can really like pop now. Yeah. It changes when I put my hand in, don't forget. Yeah. You do, right? I know, it's so good. It's a portable optical magnifier. It's so good. Right, let's do our lips. I'm going to do them with henna. So we're going back over to our Prismacolors, and I'm going to start putting in a little bit of a deeper colour now. I'm going to plan it out first. I'm doing a natural lips. I don't wear lipstick myself, so I don't tend to do lipstick on my girls. It's weird. Hey, Rochelle. Is anyone else like that? I very rarely, sometimes I'll wear a red lipstick, but very, very rarely. Yeah, May's going to have some food. Thank you. Right, so we're going to go for henna, which is in the Prismacolors. Now, when you're planning out your lips, it's another thing. Where is your sections that you want your shading to be? It will be in the inside of this part where your mouth closes, so you can sort of bring some shading in there, and it kind of like comes up. Now, this is just your first color, so it's a bit like when you're doing your eyes. you come in with like the colour coming down. This is if you want to get like a bit of a realistic look. So you come in, bring some colour down. Again, can you see what I'm doing? It looks bizarre at first. Oh, Amanda, me too. I am not a fur girl. I've said that 100 times on this channel, and I think I've bored everyone by saying it, but sometimes we have to go out of our comfort zones to grow, and I think that's what I thought about with this one. And we've still got to do the rest of it. I mean, it's still not done. We've half done this page. But we can do it. It's just that we're scared of it. The fear stops us more than the actual doing, I think. Well, in my case, it does. Okay, so I'm going to bring that up. And your highlights and stuff will come in after. It's the same with the top. And then we're going to bring in another colour and like tone it all out. We're kind of just planning it out for ourselves, right? So I'm just nice and soft. I'm just going to bring it in as well. So when you come in with another colour, you'll blend that out and you'll kind of reapply it and make it, at the moment, it's all liney, right? It's just lines. Lines and lines. But you are going to start to define it and blend it, and yeah, we're going to do all that nice stuff. And I just love doing, I love colouring. I've been in such a slump. We were talking about this the other day. You know, what do you do when you're in a colouring slump? I'll call it a Forrest Gump. I'll tell you why. So I'm saying I'm going for a forest right now. I'm going for a Forrest Gump. I said it to Desiree. Because you know the gif with Forrest Gump running? He ran and ran and ran and he went away for however long. Well, that's kind of like our mojos. It kind of runs away. So a Forrest Gump is a slump. So we kind of kept with that. And it kind of suited it, didn't it? Forrest Gump and slump. So when you're in a slump, say you're pulling a forest. Pink rose, we've got to find pink rose or deco pink. Pink rose or deco pink. We'll go for deco. Deco pink, yeah. We'll go for a deco pink. Okay. Hi, Marsha. Thank you so much. Okay, so now I'm just going to come in over the entire lip before we go in with any details, all right? So I've got my undertone there to kind of work with. Then I'm going to go to with her skin color, which is a Luminance, which is the burnt ochre 10%, and we're going to bring that in. So we've planned it out, so it should all blend in. And if it doesn't, we'll fix it. Because that's going to also have Posca. So come back to my henna now. I've planned it. We're going to go back. So I'm just going to take my time. I'm just going in small sections. If I don't like it, I erase it, I'll go again. I'll get it eventually. This is the thing, if you don't like something, you don't have to stick with it. You can, you know, go, oh, see, I've gone too much there, too heavy-handed. So just get your eraser, just go again. It's no big deal. There we go. Let me just blend that back out with a burnt ochre. I just didn't like that colour there. And let's start again. Let's go again. So it is on the illustration as well. Oh, thank you. Okay, take care, Shalene. Thanks for coming. It was good to see you. So there is a slight shadow there. Hold on, let's find the, where's the colour I'm looking for? Let's go for, where's the colour I'm looking for? A card. I don't know if that one would work a little bit better actually. Let's try it. 866, yeah. I don't like how her lip is there. That line is not right with me. Let me just 2 minutes. This is going to bug me. I don't like the positioning of that lip there. Let me just hold on. I'll get it right eventually. There we go. Okay, let's work with this. Let's work with this. Just trying to get this lip right to how I want it. It just looks a bit big. It's really hard to kind of blend that bit out. But we'll get it eventually. It will work for me. It will work for me. Oh, you're always so nice. Thank you. As I said, when you make mistakes, it's a good thing because you'll learn from them and you'll grow from them. How many times do you see people who draw erase their original sketch and keep erasing until they've got things right? You can do that with colouring. Just don't go down too heavy and you'll be all right. And it's the same. You can erase a little bit at a time. If you're not happy with it, go back to it. You can keep doing that until you're completely happy with your product. And this is your product is your picture, you know. So there we go. I've got it now. I'm going to put some Posca in there and try and get that to how I want it. Although she should have a little, this is black. I'm just going to pronounce that a little bit. I don't know if I want to, here we go. Right, where's the Posca gone? Posca's gone on a walk. My Posca, seriously. Everything goes on a walk when I need it. Okay, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to go for my jelly roll. There we go. So I'm just going to go on the underneath. This is just some shine that might be a bit too thick. This is why I like the Posca pen, because it can sometimes give it a little bit more of a... Okay. We'll work it out. Do you find jelly rolls just resist? They resist against pencil. Is anyone else like that? They just resist. It's like they don't want to sit on pencil. Okay, so I'm going to put her down here a second because we're going to focus on this part, right? So I'm going to have to come to something a bit darker or a bit deeper. So I think I'm going to go for, just looking at my cards, maybe we'll start with some clay rose. Because I really want to get this part in the screen, so you're just focusing on that. Hold on. Is that better there? So you can see. No, it's on her face. There we go. Okay, clay rose first, which is a Prismacolor. And this is going to be... You also have it. Mine resists. Yeah. That's why I love my Poscas. Okay, so I'm just going to plan out my shadows. So we've got already a shadows section which she's already put in with her shading. So you're just kind of putting it in with your pencil now, and you're kind of just following what she's giving you. So just, I'm going to go also on the underneath of these, so it's like some beads. I want to do these with Copics, the top and the beads and stuff. Yeah, same here. I'm not a fan of, don't shoot me. Don't shoot me down. I'm not a fan of jelly rolls. I like them for areas that's not on pencil, but people say that they're one of the best ones to use on pencils, and I'm like, how do you get it to work? But I like them if I'm doing like a mandala and it's a very fine, intricate detail, or there's a border, and I like to do them on that, which are the glittery ones, the stardust ones. But I think for anything on pencil work, they just resist. Thank you, Rochelle. Okay, so that's all I'm doing at first. I'm super light on my pressure, and I'm just putting in, actually I need to come over a little bit. I'm just putting in a plan as such, just with my pencil. And I'll follow my instincts on that bit. Okay. Again, I want to put some here so I know where I'm going, and on the underneath here. Same with this part. Okay, there we go. So just planning it out, right? So this is just plan one, plan A. I'm going to ask my honey bun if I can make enough cup of tea for me. Okay, so we're going to go for Burnt Sienna 10% as well, which is very similar to Clay Rose. It's just got a little bit more pigment, in my opinion. So number 862. And I'm just going to deepen that up a little bit. Okay, so very light approach. It's the same when you're planning out any of your pages, I think. Just do what feels right for you. You don't have to do anything what, you know, YouTubers are here for inspiration, but I think once you find your own style, once you get the idea, you'll find your own way of doing things and you feel really comfortable with what you're doing. Just remember to have fun with it. And if all this layering process is not fun for you, then you can skip this bit. No, I'm the same. It doesn't matter about the time. Take care, Sue. I'll take care, Leah, as well. I know you're watching, but if I don't see you in the chat again, enjoy your dinner. Sue, I'll see you soon. Hi, Peppers. Long time no see. I'm just trying to find the right tone I'm looking for now. Okay, so I want to go a bit darker. So we're going for 866. And now I'm going to go here. Again, I'm going to focus on where I want the deepest shading to go, which is going to be on the underneath of the chin, right? So again, super light layer. And it's just to make that sort of pronounce out a little bit. So I hope you can see where my hand is not. I want to fix that lip, it's bugging me. It kind of needs a little, sorry, it's going to bug me otherwise. I'll go back to it after. Okay, so just a little bit on the underneath of the chin. I don't want it too much because you're going to burnish out anyway with another lighter colour. Same with here on the underneath of the jewels. Now, when you're doing this super light approach, because otherwise it's harder to blend out. Oh, it's okay. It's good to see you. White jelly roll, you like them better than the Signo ones, but neither of them work for the pencil. No, I agree, and I strongly advise a Posca paint pen, and mine's on Walkabout, unless it's in my pencil case, and I just didn't see it. Mine's like walk. Mine's gone on a walk on a vacation. It's not come back to me. It happens a lot in this house. A lot of the time. I say this a lot. You'll hear me say, "Where's this? I had it. Where's that gone?" And it genuinely has gone on a walk somewhere far away, and it doesn't want to return to me. So it's like, oh, there it is. Posca, where art thou? These are the best. A Posca in a 0.7. I found it. I found it. Okay, so can you see where I'm putting some shading in there? And what will happen is we're going to burnish that out in a minute. So we're going to go for number 872, which is in the Lumies. And it's this one. Oh, thank you. I don't know if we're completely finished with her on the hair, but we're getting there. We'll do bit by bit, and there's no rush on this, you know. We're not going anywhere. Do you like my trash can? I got this ages ago. It's funny, I put it in a bag. I put a bag in there as well. I love it. It's always there, and like I just, you know, like you do with the other bins, you take it out and put another one. I put a freezer, you know, like a sandwich bag, and you just take it out and then you put another one in. I love them. Okay, so we're going to go for number 872, and now we're going to start to bring some shading light from those parts that we've put shadows in. It was gifted by Christine, CL Aldridge Art. So I'll find the links. I'll put it all in the description. But give me a few hours. If not, look tomorrow morning. I'll put everything in the description for you. It's on Amazon. It's a little optical magnifying so you can see, and it's such a good idea. It's going to be like a handy tool. It's amazing. It was a happy mail today. Okay, so we're just, can you see, you're going to start to build? Yeah. Oh, of course you can. See, that's another thing. You can do anything on a, like with this. Is that what you're on about your pictures, Pickle? You can try anything out. Mine always turn out how your brain wants it to originally. Then that comes with time and practice. I mean, first still a struggle with me, and it's not looking how I want it exact, but I'm okay with that. We'll get there. Things don't have to be perfect, they have to be perfect for you. And I keep telling myself that now. They don't have to be perfect, they have to be perfect for me in my happiness. So if I'm happy with how it is and it's perfect in my eyes, that's all I care about. And it's the same with your pictures, you know, as long as you're happy with the result. Even if someone sits and nitpicks and tells you you can do things differently, don't worry. You're happy and that's all that matters. Oh, I get it all the time. Oh, you should have done this. You should have done that. Or I would have done this differently. Oh, it's great, but I would have preferred. And I'm like, thank you for your feedback. But I'm quite happy with how him or it or the picture. Constructive criticism is good. We all, you know, it's how we learn and grow. Hold on, we've got an unstable connection. I hope it's okay your ends. So I'm just building up her stuff, and we've got to go in again. So very light approach with her skin, very light approach. Just keep going very lightly. Are you all back? Ah, thanks, Donna. Yes, Pickle, we love you. I think it's quite a blanket thing I hear across the community about you, Pickle. I don't think anyone's got a bad word. You're always so supportive. That's why you're all my lucky charms, all of you. Katrina, how are you doing now? Okay, so nice and light approach. So I'm building up in small circular motions, right? I'm going to turn that down a second so you can see. So can you see the depth of colour how it's starting to turn out? We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, so small circular motions. We're going to do her topping Copics like we did with the hair and the wolf base. And we've got to continue with the wolf, but I might, as I said last time, I've showed you how I approach the wolf, so maybe the rest can be done. Then we've got to do the background on another stream. We won't get this all done today because I'm not rushing. I think this is part 2 or 3. Not quite sure. 3. But with pencil work, it's a slower process with the markers. I probably could have done, if I'd done it all in markers, I could have done this in 2 strings. But because of the build-up, I think it is generally a 3, 4, even 5. Just small parts, small sections, and showing you how I would do it in my free time. Hey, Faith. Hey, darling. Good to see you. It's so nice to see all my wonderful faces. Okay, I'm going to go for 069, which is burnt sienna. And now I'm going to start to build up. So we're going to come back in with our lighter colours after, but we've got our base going. We've got a good idea of where we are with shading now. So we're going to just build on what we've done. So I'm going to kind of go here. Is this that one that I had in the other extender? But I'm just, yeah, okay, let me use this one first. That was my backup. I thought so. Some of them do take a bit longer than others though, don't they? So very light hand. I'm just going to build up on this part here. And I don't know if those of you that have not been around the last few days, if you head on over to Dee Dee and to Laura Colours too, they're doing the yearbook, YouTube yearbook. So I strongly advise that you go and watch those streams because it's such a great idea. Now I have a scrapbook, I've got scrapbook papers, I've got embellishments. I might join those beautiful ladies on that. But I'll tell you if I will, because I have to think about sitting times and stuff with me, especially lately, and divide my time to, you know, my hobbies as well. So it's really hard to try and fit everything in. If I could sit down at a desk all day, then I would, but I can't. But it's such a good idea. I love it so much. I did my friend's wedding scrapbook a couple of years ago. I had the floor. It was amazing. I had everything out on the floor. And I used to lay there cutting. I used to surround myself with bits of papers everywhere. I've got a big scrapbook, Laura. And I've got lots of massive, massive scrapbook pads from when I did scrapbooking. So I've got all the materials. It's just time now. But I've got everything to go. I don't have to buy anything. Literally don't have to buy a thing. Hey, Jodie's Colour World. Okay, so can you see where this is starting to build up? I wish I'd done, oh my gosh, I wish I could show you the scrapbook. It was so much fun. Oh, I wish I took pictures of it all. I did at the time, but I think it's on an old phone. But I took pictures and I'd love to show everyone that scrapbook. It was their journey. What I did it for my best friend, her wedding. And I did her journey from the moment her and Paul met up to their wedding day. And I put all the hen do pictures that we had in Bath as well in there, which was the last things I put in, up to their wedding day. And then they have to fill it in from there. So because it was her wedding day present. So in the morning, I presented her when we were getting ready in our bridesmaids dresses. I presented her with this, and I'm so glad that I did it before we started our makeup because she just cried her eyes out. And it was their entire love story from 10 years of meeting up to, you know, I was a stalker and I went through all her Facebook. I got her to send me lots of, well, she always sent me pictures of them anyway, like privately. And I sort of saved them to a file over, it took me about 7 months to make. And I used to save bits and I'd be like, show me all the engagement stuff. Give me that. Give me where you were. I put all the locations and I put bits in there. And it was an amazing journey to have done that. She cried her eyes out. She cried her eyes out. And it's such a great, I think in life, personally, one of the greatest things that you can give someone is something that you can't buy. And if someone's put 7 months of work into what should be what is the most precious day, apart from having your child, of your life, you can't put a price on that. It's priceless. There's no other one in the world like it. It's completely unique. It's your story. And someone to be able to give that to you, I think it was my thing. I needed to do that. And I absolutely loved doing it. It took me months, 7 months. It was about 7 months. And I collected bits. I was so sneaky. I collected bits for months over it. I was like, I need that. I need that. And then even little bits from my nights out when he was out, I need that. Give me that. I want it. They were thinking, what are you up to? She didn't have a clue. And then I, you know, little knickknacks, and I stuck them in, and this scrapbook was like that thick, you know. That's okay, May, you lurk away. So yeah, it was an incredible present to be able to give, and I'm so proud of myself for doing it, because I'd never done a scrapbook before, and I was a bit apprehensive on how it'd turn out, and you know all of that. But no, it turned out really well, and I was like, I'd love someone to do that for me on my wedding day. You know, it's the kind of thing I treat people how I want to be treated, and it's the same with, if I can make something for someone, I will, or if I can gift like a painting or a picture or something, a piece of me that I would like as well. I think it's a good philosophy in life if you treat people how you'd want to be treated, and that I'd love something like that on my wedding day, and I was able to do that. So that's that story. I think it's amazing, isn't it? She really is, Faith. She really is. But I'll see. I've just watched Laura and Dee Dee for now. But yeah, it's an incredible thing to be able to do for someone. I think if you can give the gift of something like that, then you can't go wrong. It's an incredible thing to be able to give someone. So if your best friend's ever getting married and you've known her all your life, then you can do something like that, and they'll love you forever. They can't ever be mad at you again. Okay, I'm going to go for Peach. If they're mad at you at any time, then you just say, go to that scrapbook now. Okay, so I'm just going to, now where I've put all that shade in, can you see the build up, right? I love this tool. So can you start to see where we're going to build up from dark to light? We're kind of going to go around this area. So it's really going to make a difference. There we go. Hi, Freedom. Favorite pencils? Oh, okay. Big question. Do you like harder pencils or softer pencils? Prismas are a good all-round. Prismacolor Premiers. But do you prefer lighter or harder pencils? Oh, how beautiful. See, I love anything like that, Pat. And because there's a lot of crafty, inventive people in this chat, I know you girls have got stuff up your sleeves, what you've made for people. So what's the best thing that you've ever given to a relative or a friend? What have you made? Because we've got a lot of creative heads here. What's one of your most favourite things that you've done for someone? Made. I'd say Prismacolors. This one. Kimberly, hey, this is a magnifier. And it's a optical one. So you, like, look, we can zone in on certain areas so you can see the detail. And this one is called... Christine started something now. Okay. Can you see that? It's called a... Let me zoom in. Hold on. Bear with me. 2 seconds. Okay. It is called a... That's what it's called. Costing. It's called a Begia 2 50 mm optical acrylic portable paperweight. It's a magnifier, extremely clear reading aid, magnifying glass, dome, easy to glide for reading books, maps, newspapers, and magazines. So it's that one, and it is $9.59, and that's on Amazon UK, but that's the name of it. It's made by a company called Costin, and it's a BIJIA 50 mm optical acrylic portable paperweight. So yeah, it really does help. What an amazing tool. And how are you, Kimberly? Are you still away with your family? I made some different cross stitch projects that were gifts for different people. Took ages, but was love. Nice. You made scented glycerin soap for friends and family. Everyone loved it. Beautiful. Your fairy dolls for your mini boss's second birthday, and the tatty teddy. Sorry, I'm just reading. Oh, I've got to go back up now. You're all so quick. Tatty teddy. Where are you, Pickle? There you are. Drawing that you did for your 3 minis when they were babies. You made a tray top for your mum's 70th birthday. It looked like a scrapbook page. She died unexpectedly 4 years later. Oh, I'm so sorry. And your dad's got it. Yeah, he will. I'm sorry that you lost your mum. Okie dokie. You made, and you knit and crochet, so blankets. Nieces still have them. Beautiful. You've had a lot of fun making pocket letter for Anne. Oh, you won, Chrissy. Yeah, you did, Mum. I taught myself to crochet just so you can make things for friends and family. It's a wonderful gift to be able to give, if you can give it. I always say that. If you can do something and you can use your hands to make a gift that's completely personal to someone, then you are doing something very special. Plus, you're having fun doing it. Oh, nice. So you've got a couple of days yet. I'm happy that everyone's got crafts to indulge in, and also you're not just doing that, you're giving a gift as well. It's a gift of like creating. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I love anything homemade, handmade. I think it's amazing. I think it's an incredible. Oh, it's flashed out. There we go. Okay, 1 second, everyone. I don't know why. Just bear with me. For some reason, it flashed. That's better. It flashed out. It was taught yourself. Oh, I read that one. My handmade jewelry and oil paintings. Connie, you're a wizard with stuff, and you just don't show it enough. Your first project was a really wonky baby blanket. Whoa. Your friend's mum loves the Wizard of Oz witch. So you cross stitched, and she made Scarlet from Wind, and it was beautiful. Lovely. Few dolls crocheted for family and friends. Yeah, it's the gift that you should, if you can do something like that, because not everyone has like a want to be creative, and that's fine. Everyone's individual, and if you have got that mind, I think it's nice to be able to do something, even if you do like a little sketch or a doodle for someone, and you just put it in a mini frame, and here you go. I made that in the year, and I really thought of you when I did it, and I'd like you to have it, kind of thing. Even handmade cards. I get those from a friend. She hand makes birthday cards and Christmas cards, and they are amazing. I love them. Okay, so I'm quite repetitive on this section. Hi, Kenny. Did you go to sleep in the end? Okay, so just rounding small circular motions. I don't know why this is washing it out so much. I might have to zoom out, come back in. But yeah, we're just going in the same sort of areas to try and just get that going, because it's just really washing out. I have no idea. Oops. 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 Hold on. Right, let's come out. Right, let's try this again and see if it will focus in where it doesn't flash out. I'm just doing this again, guys, because it flashed out real bad. I have to play around with the lighting for a second. It seems to do this quite often. Contrast, maybe. Was it the contrast that messed up? Hold on. No, it's not the contrast. The contrast was fine. My stomach's chatting away. My stomach's having a good old time chatting away to me here. I think that'll be all right. That's fine. Okay, let's try that. Oh my goodness, then you definitely needed it. I'm glad you got some. That's a long old time to be up. It's horrible when you can't sleep. Because you get irritable. For me, I get irritable and snappy at everyone. And I don't mean to be, but I'm like, oh, like a bear with a sore head if I don't sleep. Okay, let's go for some more burnt sienna. It's 866. And I'm just going to deepen up a little bit more because I'm just doing it in small light layers. I'm not an expert in skin, by the way. I just go by what I like in my own eye. And I'm just going to go pop the kettle on because I need to get up and stretch my back a bit. So I'm just going to pop the kettle on as well once I've done this colour. And then Andrew can finish it up for me because he's just come home. When he was eating his dinner, he'd just come in. Okay, so just deepen up a little bit. Yeah, I'm the same. I think certain things are just so amazing that have been made, or what you can potentially make, you know. And you don't really see that as a child. I think it's more when you get a bit older. I think as a child you want the latest everything because you need to fit in with other kids. And if you gave a child like a, not when they're very small, I'm on about when they're like 8 or 9. If you gave them a blanket that's been knitted by you, they'll look at you like, Mum, what are you doing? Oh, you're so funny, Faye. Thank you. You're always so sweet. Yeah, when you gave, like, if you do that to an 8-year-old, they look at you like, Mum, what's this? Where's my new Nocturnes? And yeah, I think when you get older, you're like, don't worry about the Nocturnes, give me the blanket. Give me the blanket around this time of year in a book. And then I'm a happy person forever. I love chunky blankets. Oh my gosh. Anyone else with me? A big, chunky, fat knitted, you know, the fat knit blankets. They're like big, chunky, fat bits in them. They're amazing with the big tassels. Oh my gosh, I love them. I love, love, love them. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so she's coming alive, isn't she? She's getting there. It is a process, right? It is a process. And I'll put a speed video at the end when I'll put all the entire strings together, where I put this picture, and we'll get a little speed video of this one, I think. I'm getting to grips with that editing software. Oh, me too. I love them so much. Yeah, I have seen them. I haven't got one though, the weighted ones. I know Desiree's got one for sleeping. I think it's supposed to help lessen anxiety because it's meant to weigh you down and make you feel like you're comforted. I believe. I think. I'm pretty sure. Andrew, can I ask you a massive favour? Can I have a tea time, please? Thank you. Wow. What are you talking about, mister? Wow, at you too. Yeah, they're supposed to be for anxiety. But big, chunky, fat knit blanket. Oh my gosh, give me one of those in a reading book and I am in heaven. And a pillow off the bed, right? So you're laying on the sofa. You've got a pillow behind you from your bed. Your pillow, your comfy pillow. No one else's is right. It's got to be your own one. And a big blanket, a thick, big blanket, and a reading book. Yep, that's like the perfect setup for me. Yes, exactly. They're an absolute must. They are like the best thing in the world around this time of year. I know I'm not the only one that feels that way, and there's so many of you that love them as well. Okay, so let's go to some beige, which has got a yellow tint in it. So we're just going to put this into some of these light areas very, very lightly. And then we're going to get, because I just want a tiny highlight here. And I usually, just me, I generally use beige. and this is Prismacolor. And the good thing is, if I do a speed video, I can put at the bottom, you know, when I change from a Lumi to a Prisma, and if I don't do it too fast. Otherwise, you're not going to know what the heck's going on in the screen. I'll be confused myself. Right, what was a dark one? I need something really dark now. It's not 866. It is, which one is it? Come on, there we go. 069. And then we're going to use some black. Okay, so we need light peach as well, I think. Let me just root around on my desk to what I need. So, where are you? Don't run away from me. 069. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think it's coming along okay. So you can see the difference where I've not burnished or anything yet. We're just putting it in, so you can see the difference where the color goes down, and you can see like a shadow here. So we're gonna like work on that, and then we're gonna blend that out. So don't worry too much about shadows being too visible, and you need them to blend out a bit more, because that's this process now. And because of the paper, I am going super slow so we don't get a wax bloom. I think on a different paper we wouldn't go so slow. I think because of the paper issues with pencil, we're going a little bit on the slow side. But that's okay as well, you know, we're not in a rush. Well, I'm not. And, you know, as I say to everyone, you can pop in and out as and when. If, you know, it gets a bit monotonous for you, don't feel you have to stay, bless your hearts. You pop in and out, and I'm not offended. Okay, so I'm just going to blend out those harsh lines, and then we're going to get the darkest going to make them stand out. So just small circular motions always works best for me, and you'll soon find that the build up, it just happens all of a sudden. It doesn't look it at first, and you think, oh my gosh, it's so light. I think the more you build on it, the better it becomes. And until you're happy, and then once you're happy, don't then keep going with it unless you really aren't happy with something, because you can overdo it, and then it can just merge and not have the variation of light and dark. It will just merge all together and become one big light, one color rather than two or three. So it's kind of, this is just a blending one. Thanks.
Too much tea is bad for your colouring skills.
No, it's not. It enhances it.
Oh, okay. We better make another one then.
No, not just yet. I might need one soon. Okay, Mum. Okay, a wax bloom is, okay, say this area here, Michelle. This one is to show you, like, look, ready? It will make it big for you so you can see the detail. It zones in, it magnifies, look, so you can see detailing. It's great. It's so good. Right, a wax bloom is if you keep going with a waxy pencil in one area and you're pressing too hard, you'll get this like bloom on your page of thick wax. And sometimes you can do that and brush it off and it goes. Other times it's stuck to the page, you just do that. Because it's wax, it'll come off, right? So you just get your nail and you just scrape it off. We got a little one there, look. You scrape it off. And it's just a little bloom. I know, it's so cool. It's magical. But that's all a wax bloom is. It just is a little build up, and you don't want it on your page. You can just scrape it. It comes off. It's great. You know, it's a bit like crowns is the most waxiest thing. And Laura was saying if it waxes up, you do that. And it does go. It goes. It's like voila. It's gone. Right, we need black now. I'm going to get my Lumi black just because I've got the card for it. We got the card for it, so we don't have to hunt. I'm too lazy. I can't be bothered to find that other one. I'm being lazy. I'm getting the Lumi. You can actually see it. Yeah, you can. It's like you'll see it on your page. It's clumped. You can see it. Yeah. And then you just scrape it. So if you press too hard with any wax pencil, you'll see it and you just scrape it away. Okay, I'm going to get my black now, and this is going to be super light. Super light. I'm going to have to turn your lighting up. Sorry about the lighting. We're going from light to dark to light, light to dark to light. It's like techno show. Just need the dun dun beat in there next. So super light approach with this. Okay, so we're going tiny amounts. I'm barely touching the page, right? So super light. It just builds enough shadow up underneath her chin so that you really can see that there is a shadow cast. And it's more so this side than that side. I said, imagine our light source for this particular picture is coming from this direction. So we're going to put the darkest parts on this side. So I'm going to focus my attention with the black more towards there than the other one. So just super light circular motions in round little circles. Just put it into where you're happy with. It will blend in. It won't be harsh as long as you're light with your approach. Hello, I am. No, don't worry about being late. I've been on an hour and 40 minutes. Can you believe? It goes so quick. But hey. Hi, Susie. It's so nice to have everyone. Hey, hope your days have gone well and you both your work has not been too bad. You were back, weren't you, this week? It's like I need a siren when certain people come in because they always say, Sammie, and I'm like, hey, Susie. Has it been okay? Is everything all right? Hope it's not too harsh. Even though I bet everyone's like, why are you so brown? Go away. That's what I say. If anyone comes near me that's been away, I'm like, go away. You're making me look like Ghost. I'm Casper. Give me some of that tan. You have to get some Centripay to keep it going. Okay, so like, oh, okay, right. So if I turn that down again, you can see there is a shadow shading, what have you. It is working. It's just for some reason. Oh, me too, Pickle. Look, me too. You can actually. This is how power I am. You can see my veins in. I've got quite bony hands to what I used to have. Like you never used to be able to see my bones at all. They were just disappearing. But you can see the veins in my skin. I'm not translucent. I'm like, I need some color. Right, okay. So let's start coloring in me. Or maybe I can give myself a little bit of 1 minute. Let's give myself a little bit of shade in here and a little bit of shade in there. Oh, there you go. Voila. It's not happening, is it? I wish. If only. My pencils would be gone weekly. I'd be painting myself every day. I'd be like, my pencil, what colour can I go? Let's get Copic. Let's use a whole Copic on me. You know what you are? You are maybe the E13, Susie. You more, no, that's a bit too olive. You're a bit more brown than that. What could you be? Or are you more E55? You're more this colour, aren't you? Or you're more E13? You're one of those. You're somewhere there. 806 I need. I'm just trying to find my card. And then we're going to move her hand, and, or maybe we'll do, well, I don't know, maybe we'll do no, we'll do her top, and then I'll do her arm another day. 866 we're on, so I'm just going to bring some of that down. It's a very light approach again. See, now it is getting a max bloom for some reason, so you can just scrape that away and just go over it again. You know, it works. Hey Joanne, how are you doing? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. We are doing the wolf. I'm liking. Let me show you the wolf. Like, you can see his eyes now. We need to put a little bit more of a darker blue going in it around the edge, but I love it. I do love it. I think it's coming along okay. It's a slow process, but I'm liking it. So I just want to bring a little bit more shading down this way. Okay. What's Tilly doing? Tilly, don't get up to naughty. Don't bite it. I could hear her moving 1 minute. Oh, thank you, Bethan. Thank you, May. I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. As I said, it's a slow process. And I know some people haven't got the patience for that. And I know. Just colour for what works for you. I'm fine going slow. I've got no problem. Thank you. Thank you so much, Joanne. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit more coming down this way. Has anyone started the Carnival Row, the new series on Amazon Prime with Orlando Bloom and Cara Delevingne, I think her name is? That was Copics mostly. We'll put a little bit more of a reddy blonde than anything else, but that was mostly Copics. We did that with Copics. Barely got any pencil in that. You're all to watch it. I started it. I watched the first episode and I really liked it. So I will go back and continue it once I've finished other stuff. But I like to watch one episode of things just to see if it's my cup of tea, and I really am enjoying it. Okay, so just nicely. Right, what I'm thinking for her top, to keep with, I want blue tassels or blue there and red tassels. Maybe I'm thinking like a blue for her top, maybe, and red tassels and gold. So before we move on to that, so her top here, let's turn your lighting up. Okay, so her top here, I'm thinking like that's a bit of arm, and we got her arm here, so we'll do that. You watched it in one go. Was the whole thing really good then? He is super duper in it, Faith. So I'm thinking like blue originally. I was thinking like a nice deep blue. So I'm thinking about Copics. I do some pencil detailing, but I'm thinking about Copics. So I'm going to put look, you've got some like, can you see the lines in that? She's got like lines going through it, so like a texture. So, oh, go and enjoy your dinner. Thanks for coming as always. Thanks, Pickle. Take care. I'll probably see you around. We're going out a bit later, but not for long. So hopefully I'll see you in Connie's, or I'll be at the beginning of Connie's. Oh, really? Seriously, I like him. I like him anyway. Okay, so I'm coming to my blues here. I'm thinking like this type of blue, like denim type of blue, the darker blue. Oh my gosh, this is where this comes in so handy. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that go. This is like such a cool tool. So I'm thinking these colours here. So we've got B93 and B52, those types of colours. Like, oh, it's a magnifier. great, isn't it? It's so good. I'm like a new tool. It's so good. I'm like, woohoo, look at this. Oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun with it. Okay, so maybe B91 base. Yeah, it's a dome one. It's an optical dome. Great, I love it. I'm loving it. So it was a happy mail from Christine. It was such a great thing. I love it. I think it's amazing. It's Amazon. It's this one. I put it, hold on. This is, sorry everyone, just 1 second. That is what you need to search for. If anyone needs to take a screenshot, it's that. It's costing a 50 mm optical acrylic portable paperweight magnifier, extremely clear reading aid. It's a dome, so it's easy to glide for reading books, map, newspaper, and magazine. So that is what it is. You got it. Just if it's not, well, if it's clear, you might have to just enlarge your screenshot. But yeah, that's what it is. Oh my gosh, this is so sorry. You know, I'm going to have to just reset the lighting. Bear with me, everyone. Right. So in terms of, thank you, May. You're a dream. So I'm thinking along the lines of B91, maybe B52 and B95, around these colours. I want it like that denim blue and not like an indigo. So I'm going to go for these types of colours here. So let's pick up B91. So bear with me. I've got to look for it now, which is I'm going to disappear for 2 seconds. Let's put that like that. I'm going to disappear from the table for 2 seconds. And I'm here. I just can't see you. I'm just finding these colours because they're all over the place. So what was it? It was B91. I've got it in my car. Okay, B91, B97. What was the other one? B91, B97. No, 95. 97 is too dark. Maybe I need some. B52. B52, jump out at me. B52, come on, jump out at me. Maybe that'll be the other side. Okay, let me find it. Oh, it's nice to get up. So I'm just going to spend just a second standing. Hold on. Just going to grab a B93. B95. No, definitely not that one. I'm just not at the table for a second. Is that it? Don't stay away from me. Jump out at me. Come on, jump out. Jump out. Okay, thanks for coming, Pat. Okay, so I've got these for the second. So we got B91 is my lightest one. B97 will be the darkest one. B45 is a bit too dark. B93, yes, that's that one. And if I want anything lighter, B triple zero, double. There we go. Okay, I've got some B's. Got some B's. And if I want anything else at the side, well, not right beside me, I have to get up. But right, 2 seconds, everyone. I am back with you. Give me 2 secs. Okay, I'm back. I just needed to move about a little bit, if that's okay. So sorry. I know it's not very host-like of me, but you guys understand. I need to just move about every now and then. Right, I'm back. I've also bought a biscuit that is, no, I'll show you. So I'm just going to, it's a sugar-free biscuit. And I just fancied one because I'm sitting here thinking about a biscuit. So I thought, let me get one. One holds more ink. And one has the number here, and one has the number on there. The sketch hold more ink than the chows. Is it okay on your screens now? Is your screen all right, Faith? It's good to let me know. I always ask people to let me know. Sorry, I'm munching. I need you something because you brought one of those in. Right, so I'm going to go very, very lightly. And I got B91. No. We got B91. Yeah, they are. They are. They're pretty good to what they are, yeah. I'd say they're pretty close, wouldn't you? Any people that's got Copics? Yeah, they are. They are. I'm just looking at my colours against my chart, and they are. Okay. I'm done munching, I promise you. It's gone. It's in my mouth. I'm going to shut up for a second just while I have that in my mouth so it doesn't sound horrible down the thing. Oh, I know, right? I love it. Right, I'm going to go all over with this first, just to see if this is the colour that I'm after. So I'm just going lightly because, you know, we don't need to apply it heavy. I think I'm done eating. Sorry. I was sitting here. I remembered I got those biscuits. And you know where craving takes you and you're like, I'm on my travels. I'm up. Let me get it. Okay, I really like that colour. So the other one I was going to put in there was B93. Which is that colour. So I'm just going to apply some of this in, and I will blend it out. I just need to know where I want it. You've got to be a little bit careful. Are you on another tablet, Mum? I thought your other tablet died. Everyone said bye to you, now you're back. So it's your other tablet working. Back to B91. Okay, so I'm just coming off the page here. But I want it to have a textured look. I don't want this smooth because there's texture to it. And we're going to come in with pencil after. Oh, okay, she did say it. The other tablet's charged. Welcome back, Mum. Okay, so. Why does that one seem like it's running out? I haven't used it. The nib seems like it is. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Okay, V93. I'm gonna. This is the darker one. Now, do put paper behind it because they're alcohol markers. They bleed through anything. So I'm just going with my darkest first and going back to B91 and blending that out. So we're going to come a bit darker after. This does not have to be neat at this point. I am planning my colours down. Okay, I love Copics. Oh my gosh. They are like the Dumbledore of markers. They are the Albus Dumbledores. I don't want it smooth at the moment because I'm trying to plan. Okay, so you don't have to go in heavy-handed with these, but they are the Dumbledores of the Copics. Okay, so back to B93. I'm just going to put in. The only thing I don't like is squeaky marker sounds, but There we go. Okay. I really like the colours. Excuse me, that made me cough then. Oh, does anyone else get breathless with hay fever? Does anyone else suffer with hay fever? And they get a bit breathless with it at this time in the evenings when it starts to settle. It makes you feel very breathless. It really does. Okay, back to B91 and just blend that out a bit. I am going to get my a darker one in it, very like crevices and stuff. I'm going to get a darker one in there, but for now I really just like that colour. We're going to get pencil on it as well. Yeah, it makes me, you know, when you try to breathe in like you can't quite get that full breath in, if that makes sense. It kind of catches you halfway. It's like you can't get the breath in. The hay fever's bad this year. I've had it terrible. I think I need a refill on that. Let me make a note. Hold on, refill. I need a refill on number B91. Definitely do. It's running out. Oh, never mind. No, I'm not asthmatic. I'm just, hay fever gets me every single time around this time of year. Do Posca blend well? Poscas blend relatively well, as much as an acrylic can blend. But these are Copics and Copics do. Right, I'm back to B93. Now her hair here is just some strands, so I'm going to put them in after. Can you see that? There's like some strands of hair here, some loose ones. So I'm going to put them in after. But for now, I'm focusing on putting my shadows in. So I'm doing it quite rough. And me too, Michelle, me too. It's so bad this time of year. Back to B91. I'm just going to blend that out. Mine is slightly, I think mine's running out a little bit. So don't go by mine. How mine is, yours might be a bit more juicy than mine. I don't know what I've used this on to make it run. And then it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to B93. And again, I'm just going to, that's going to be predominantly that colour, B91. We're going to bring in some colour pencils after to put in some detail on her top. Okay, this is B93. I'm going to go in the underparts here. Okay, and I'm going to do this a darker blue. So I'm just going to get my B97, which is this one. I'm just going to do that along this line here. This is nice and juicy, this one. And the same with that. I'm just looking, guys. Sorry, I'm not in chat for a second. I'm just going to do the whole thing, actually. I'm not going to separate them. There's no point. Okay, and the same with that side as well. So just nice and dark, that one. I want them blues. I'm going to do red and gold. So deep breath in that. Yeah. Oh, it's weed pollen. I wondered what it was. That, yeah. Oh, thank you, Heather. Hi, Nicotina. Oh, but we had a very hot summer for us in Europe, didn't we? And I think it's all parcel with it all. I think we've had a, you know, a bit of a buggery time with it. Okay, B93. I just find the evenings and the morning are very difficult. But I don't usually suffer terribly. I suffer, you know, if it's bad, but not to the extent some people do. But around this time of night, every night. Okay, I really like those colours so far. I might just bring some pencil into this bit, not too much, but I like the colour overall. I'm not going to change that. What I am going to do is, just looking at my chart, just bear with me. YR23 maybe. No, I'm not going to do that yet. Okay, let's do the pencil lacquer first. So I need indigo blue. I need sepia, I think. Okay. So I'm just going to focus on some of the detailing. Oh, Strangeling September. My one has loads on. I've got loads written down. I could take a picture of them all. But mine's Strangeling September with Francis. Colouring F. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just trying to find the indigo. And I will find it. You've probably got time to go and have a cup of tea now, me. Oh, there we go. It wasn't too long this time. It usually takes me forever and a day. Hi, Jeremy, and thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to go for indigo blue first. And I'm just going to drop in some texture. We've got all the dogs barking now. I don't know if you can hear them all. Chip will start in a minute. Here we go. Chip starting. It's like, you know that scene in 101 Dalmatians? 3 houses in a row and the dogs bark. That's here. Okay, so I'm just going to add in very sketch-like, because that's what they are. She's got like a very sketchy pattern here. So I'm just going to do it in the indigo. So I'm just kind of just adding it back into how it was. I'm not, you know, I'm not going to stray away from the pattern that she's put on there. I want it. So I'm adding it in. And very light approach. I'm not going heavy. I'm just kind of reintroducing it back how it would be. And on these little parts, I'm going to just add a shade in from one side to the other. So I'm going to meet it in the middle. Just very, very lightly, just meet. And then what I am going to do is get a Posca. And I'm just going to add a very light, again, I'm going to go quite sketchy because the top's quite sketchy. And I'm going to add that additional line in the middle with the white Posca. Like that. So it kind of just stays how it was, but it kind of keeps it a little bit more traditional. No, I don't want sepia, I want black. Okay. So this is a Luminance black, and all I'm going to do is reintroduce some of the hairs on the end, just so you can see where the lines end like that. It just kind of gives it up more of a sketch. And I think if you're adding in any details more, just kind of go by what you want with your eye. Again, if you want to add a little bit more at the top, you can do. See, it just finishes off that little part there, because this is going to be red and gold, which we're going to do in pencils, and then it's going to be the same with her tassel here. We're going to do this in like dark indigo gold. That's going to be hair. I'm going to add that back in, and red tassels. I think it kind of keeps with that nice look that I'm going for. Okay, so I'm going to go for indigo blue again. I'm just going to add a little bit of shading. We've done it with the Copics. We don't need to add too much. I think the Copics, it's a simple top, so I'm not going to overthink this part. I'm going to add a tiny bit of detailing in with some indigo blue, and there's some hairs there that need to be reintroduced as well, so I'm going to focus on that. Okay, so very lightly I am adding some of these lines. I'm going to get my magnifier in a second and show you. I'm just going to reintroduce. If you've got lines, go with them. Don't go against them, just put them back in. And if you get your black before we do anything else, you can sort of see very lightly, you know, where you kind of put any details in. Can you see that? So it's just kind of just going back in there. It's already there. You're just kind of reintroducing something, you know. And thank you everyone for sticking with me for so long. I know I've been streaming for 2 hours, just over. We're going to finish this top, and then I am going to stop for today. And next stream we'll come back to even rib, I think, or we can't. We've got 2 on the go, so I wish like I could just do a sort of a long day of it. It bugs me that I can't, you know. If I could do a marathon, I would, trust me. I'd do 1 marathon day where I had a whole day where I'd be in and out, you know, like a little bit, and then I'd come back, and then I just wish I could do that. I love doing it so much, and it's there if people want to come in and out, you know, in between doing their own stuff and their own life, and yeah. Thank you. Okay, so here I'm just going to deepen some shadow. And just add a tiny bit in like that. So just small circular motions, just as you're coming out, fading it out. And the same with this part. Now in her hair here, she's got like a little braid. I'm going to do that in blue. And she's got it there as well. I'm just going to put them in blue. So it goes in with her top. Okay, so again, I'm just putting this in. I'm not around on Thursday. It'll be Saturday. Okay, just add in again a bit more indigo. I'm still with my indigo. I've not strayed away from it yet. Just kind of keeping with the motion of the ocean. Now it's keeping with the motion of it, what we've been doing. And the same with, just going to build that up a little bit more. I'm saying this little section here because that's against the little wolf. Well, I say little wolf, he's big. His little mush, his nose. We need black, but we'll do that after. Okay, so just again, I'm just going to kind of bring that rough sort of sketchy texture. So you can do that. You don't have to go like all neat and smooth. You can kind of just bring that. It's like Hessian kind of thing. It's like Hessian fabric. Yeah, that's okay. You're watching and working. Okay, so she's coming alive, isn't she? I might do those blue as well. Right. Same with this little line here. So we've got the indigo blue. I'm just going to reapply some in that so it kind of fades out a bit. Okay, and then we're going to get the black. And just where you think there's a little bit more shading, just because the wolf's there. The wolf's hair comes like sort of down, so you can kind of like plan that and indicate that where you know that it's going to be. So it's coming onto her top slightly. So we have put black in his fur. We've got to Copic base the rest of him, haven't we? Like we did last time. He's got some Copics and some pencil. But he kind of has some fur coming onto her like that. So just indicate it. And I'm just going to add a bit in there as well. And then I need it sharp because I've got to reapply those fin hairs. Okay. So these hairs here is her hair, but I'm going super light. Okay, so it's just back on her top so you can see it. And, you know, it's just anywhere that you've had the hair, you just kind of like putting them back in. They're very sketchy, which is what I like. I like them like that because they look a bit more realistic. Ah, hiya, Pat. You're always so sweet on your lunch breaks and in between work. So if I come at a bit of a further view, it's starting to tie together. And as I said, you're going to have like golds and reds coming in. Oh, hiya, that's okay. Thanks for joining and have a good day. So it's the same with that. We've got to put the white in. And yeah, just reapplying. So grab your Posca. We're going to go separate that part and that part like that. Just it indicates. And then I don't know if that would look okay. I'm going to try it. Let me try it. We'll put some indigo, but with some, because I haven't got this like thick, it's like sketchy. So if you go fast, it will be very faint. Let me show you. I really like that. It looks more textured. Okay, so if I show you like this, can you see it's got the texture going up? It keeps it like, it comes down, you've reapplied it, and then you've got the white, the black, and the indigo there. And that, so yeah, it kind of all fits. And then we'll have the reds and golds as well. I'm just going to grab my black again, and then I'm going to finish for today. So on the black, I'm just going to go around those two little bits. Okay, just as well on those. So just nice and, oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. So I kind of wanted to do her arms today, but I think it would just be a bit too long. And yeah, I can't push it. All right, so for today, I'm going to wrap that up. I have managed to do most of her. What I will do, I think we'll come back with Even Rib, which is this one, on Saturday. Oh, which is, we were doing this one. So I think we'll continue this Saturday and then come back on following Tuesday. I can't get my words out. It's like my words are failing me. They're just failing. It's like, oh my gosh, get out, will you? So yeah. I know, Leah. I said that yesterday on my Instagram. I cannot wait. Oh my gosh. It's like the most exciting news in the world. My guys are back. I knew they're coming back. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me as per usual and taking time out of your days and mornings to spend a few hours. I will see you on Saturday, but before then, I'll see you around in other people's streams, no doubt. If you are new to the colouring community and you're not quite sure who streams next, it is our Connie in 40 minutes. So CB will be streaming. CB, I think Connie's still here. She's going to be streaming very soon. Hi, Andrea. Bye, Andrea. I feel so bad when people come in and say hi, and I'm like, I'm going. Bye. I'm like, oh, bless you. So thank you so much for joining for this part. I'll see you around. I'm going to turn that down so you can see properly. Oh, that's okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's fine. You were late to the party. It's fine. We all do it. You have a life first. Take care, everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye.